What's good? So we all know that the school system is trash. It is downright disgraceful. And we can't keep fooling ourselves thinking that this is the best that they have to offer. This is the best that they want to give. Why do we keep selling it for less? I mean, are we really this naive that believe we should be paying for college when all that knowledge should be taught to us through kindergarten through 12th? I mean, all real useful information that we would really consistently use on a day-to-day basis. And those that wanted to actually choose advanced fields would do that because those would be the actual courses that you would need in college. Everything else should be taught from being you in your youth to, when you usually graduate, 18, right? Why wouldn't you want to give your citizens, your society, the tools and knowledge to excel at a exorbitant rate versus your counterparts? Therefore, you're never lacking or behind in any form of facet, in any race of any kind. Why wouldn't you equip your people with the things to excel, to conquer, and defeat anything that is thrown their way? Preparation is always key to any plan or any society or anything that wants real progression. However, you will sit here and hold us back by not giving us any real information or trying to teach us anything the easiest or right way. You give us biased information. You give us portions of history. You give us illogical math. But also, you give us displacement. Because everything that is virtually learned in your school system or the school system provided is sheer and utter perspective. And it's only viewed from one side, which is not even a slew of our history. Because our history kind of differs from what's being universally taught or taught to us in our school system. Because we don't really get to learn about Native Americans. We don't really get to learn about the black people that was here first, that was just already here. We don't really get to understand that, there is just America, but there's a North and a South version, and it's still America. You have to understand that our school system is foolishness. Why would you break up real knowledge when you know, and y'all studies show that starting to teach kids at 4 years old will excel them versus teaching them later on in life those things? Why are you doing it backwards? But you'll use all this money to do all these analysis and get all these analytics and all these experiments and record all this data and see how you can tweak it a little bit and see if it can go younger or what happens if you go longer. And you do all these things and you still give us trash. You still give us the tiniest bit of information. And one thing that really gets to me, if you're proud of everything that has been truly accomplished in history or just in life in general, you would share the fruits of its labor. Yet, everything is so sacred. Everything needs money behind it. If you don't pay for this education, you'll never get it. And that's what you kind of push. But then, people can really just kind of start deciphering things and understand that you don't really have to go pay for education, or at least not at that rate, not that amount. You can go to any library in the world. You can open any book in the world. You can get on your phone and open just about any search engine and search what you need to search. The knowledge is at your fingertips now. So the knowledge has just about always been at your fingertips if you were willing to open a book. But your school, the school system teaches you to be attentive to what is in front of you, not to what your mind wants to explore, not what it wants to create or try and see if it could or can, right? You're taught to be attentive, to be able to be instructed. Yes, everybody needs to be able to follow instruction. However, you don't need to be instructed every waking moment of your life. And from just about 4 or 5 years old, when you start school, you're instructed from 8 hours of your life. Then you get home and get instructed even more, not having any real free time to just be creative. And in the time that you do want to be creative, the things may be, or those things could have got you in trouble, right? But then you grow up. You get to, your teen years. It's kind of the same thing, but now you're taking on the things that you want to take on. Extra sports, ballet, cheerleading, dance, plays, whatever you're doing, you're taking up extracurricular activities. This is a portion of what you want to do. However, this is not you actually being who you want to be. This is not you expressing yourself. This is not you allowing yourself to understand what you're really good at. Because a lot of people just have a knack to be athletic. So meaning that they can pick up a basketball, football, or golf club, baseball bat, and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can literally just do it. You know what I mean? Some people just got them wheels. They just got them. You know what I'm saying? So none of this really takes effort. None of this takes just hard work or dedication. And it's not even a real passion behind it. You find love because you can do it. Right? But now you transition into your older years and you graduate. Right? Now you come to the world, you don't know anything about yourself. You don't know what you like. The only thing you know that you like is sports. The only thing you know that you like is playing. Or plays or acting. You like to sing, you like to dance, you like to cheer. This is all you like. You don't know nothing about yourself. You don't know what you really want to do. You've just been kind of floating and playing it by ear. As a child, you probably wanted to be an NFL star, basketball star, but that was just off visuals. But then life came, and everything that you was taught is not the stuff that you're seeing. It's not what's playing out in real life. Because you know that most people that go to college and pay for college are just in debt for the rest of their life. So why wouldn't you want to just get that knowledge for free and junior high, high school. That way, if people want to go in bio engineering and botany and electro and like anything within a real advanced field, aerodynamics and things like that, that requires higher education, real higher knowledge and hands-on. But things that people would need in an everyday life and everyday situation and circumstances, I believe that you should simply allow that information to be abundantly given. I mean, you want to make society a more productive and better space and place. Give the knowledge, the skills, the tools, and the mindset to the people that you are requesting these things from. And voila, there you have it. But first off, must first give the knowledge and the education that people need, so therefore that they can formulate a mindset to actually be able to cultivate these actions on a consistent basis, on a consistent term, without being scrutinized or without being pushed. They simply want to do it. But they're also not wasting time learning useless information when they can learn things that is going to excel or give them pride or give them self-worth or just a sense of something that they would like to contribute to humanity on a good scale, on a scale that is uplifting and empowering and just overall helpful, right? Some of the simplest things. But it first takes that knowledge. And we're not getting that knowledge from what they're giving us at this point. We have to demand that they revise the curriculum that they're actually giving us and make them sit back. Or not even sit back. Screw that. Sit up. Stand up. And give us what we need. What we demand. And that is real education, real understanding, real truth, not just theories. Give us something with basis, things that could forever be factual and never unchanged, regardless of how many millennia, whatever it is, pass. Okay? So look, I need y'all to understand. We know that the school system, the education system is trash. The way that they give us knowledge or try and make us obtain knowledge is pure bullshit, right? We have to demand that things, become more reasonable. Like, okay, if you want us to really pay for these things, right? To weed out who really wants higher education or knowledge and just want to learn these things, make it reasonable so people don't go in debt or have this hanging over their head for years and just decades and just screwing up their life for no reason when the only thing they wanted to do was better their life. Getting knowledge should never be a portion to hurt your life, because what comes with knowledge comes understanding, meaning that you know if something could potentially hurt somebody, you're going to just keep your mouth closed. But if it's going to overall help them, you will sacrifice them saying or being hurt, because overall the devastation at the end would be on a much larger scale. So, we must come together, unite, and demand that we get more. Not as, demand we get more. Because it's really our time to do as we should have been doing our whole life, or just never forgot or stopped doing, got misled into doing things differently. So I would rather want to get back to the roots of just humanity coexisting, doing things and learning together, but in a fruitful way. So the things that we do learn can multiply and flourish. But this one is getting a little long, so just let me know, and I'll do a part 2 though on the school system. I can break it down in more detail. But just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe. You know, it's a little late, and I gotta work in the morning. But hey man, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.